I feel like the angle's weird. I feel like the angle's suddenly different than it was. Did I move the fucking camera? Something feels different about this. I feel like something's different. Is the angle different? Is it the angle? Anybody else think the angle feels different? What is it? Is it the angle? Is it the angle? You guys notice something different? Is anybody noticing something different? Is anybody noticing something different? Oh, 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 What is good, ladies and gentlemen and NBs? Hello, 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 how are you? Wow, wow, wow. Congratulations, we've made it, folks. We've made it. We've made it. We've got a YouTube play button. That was mine, not yours. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Listen. This isn't about me. Why am I so low? Can you? This isn't about me. This is about you. You're not straight, Jack. There we go. Oh! Look at what we've done. Look at what you did. You did this. You know that you're in that plaque, right? It says, for passing 100,000 subscribers. That's you. That's not me. That's you. You're in that button. That button is you. I get to keep the button, but you are the button. Fuck yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. But you know what I've noticed is there's a lot of room in that button. Nelson just noticed it. Oh, there's a lot of room in here. I think we could fit in a couple more people. Women and children first. Women and children first. But yeah, thank you guys. What's the problem, Ween? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Do you want to come up and say hi? Do you want to come up and say hi? Yeah. Hi, everybody. Congratulations, Mrs. Weenge. Congratulations, Mrs. Weenge. Congratulations. Free to go. Can I help you? Do you need something? What? You look like you're gonna cry. What's the problem? Go play. Go play. Go play. Okay. Okay. We've got some stuff to talk about, folks. Also, why does the camera genuinely look different? Am I out of my fucking mind? Am I out of my fucking mind? All right. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah. 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 Russia going brazy in Europe? I heard. Hold on. Russia, Europe news. Putin swipes back at Trump. Is NATO a paper tiger? That's what we've got here. From Volodymyr Zoldatkin. You telling me I gotta sign up to read this, Mr. Reuter? Go fuck a duck. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Putin praises Trump but warns supplies of U.S. long-range missiles to Ukraine will badly hurt ties. Russian President Vladimir Putin, that's a loose term. Why the fuck do we still refer to him as a president? Why do we do that? Why do we refer to him as a president? He ain't a fucking president. Russian President Vladimir Putin warned the United States that supplies of long-range missiles to Ukraine will seriously damage relations between Moscow and Washington, but will not change the situation on the battlefield where the Russian army is making slow but steady advances. Bro, if it wasn't going to make a change on the battlefield, you wouldn't have said a goddamn word. You know what I'm saying? That's like if you said to somebody, go, hey, if you did pour that cup of water on me, I wouldn't even care. But you really shouldn't pour that cup of water on me. Okay, so you'd clearly care if I got you wet right now, wouldn't you? You would not like it if I got you wet. Let's talk about the fact that you would not like it if I got you wet. You know? Anyway, you're hearing what I'm saying, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. Anyway, the potential supply of U.S. Tomahawk cruise missiles to Kyiv will signal a, quote, qualitatively new stage of escalation, including in relations between Russia and the United States, Putin said at a forum of international foreign policy experts in Russia's Black Sea resort of Sochi. The Russian leader noted that even though Tomahawk missiles will inflict damage on Russia if supplied to Ukraine, Russian air defenses will quickly adapt to the new threat. Quote, it will certainly not change the balance of force on the battlefield, he added, emphasizing that the Russian military is continuously making gains against Ukraine. Asked about Trump dismissing Russia as a paper tiger because of its failure to defeat its smaller neighbor after more than 3.5 years of fighting, Putin argued that Russia has faced all the NATO allies backing Kyiv. Quote, we are fighting against the entire bloc of NATO, and as we keep moving, keep advancing, and feel confident, and we are a paper tiger? What NATO itself is, he said. A paper tiger? Go and deal with this paper tiger then. The White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Putin's remarks. Hey, real quick, what? Haven't you had your entire life to at least learn the slightest bit of English, Vladdy Daddy? Listen, maybe it's racist of me to say, like, how the fuck does this guy not know how to speak in relatively decent English, considering I'm a fucking American and none of us know fucking Ruski, but I don't know. I feel like if you are going to acknowledge us in English, shouldn't you know what the fuck you're going to say? You wouldn't catch me, if I was the Prezi, you wouldn't catch me talking about Russia in Russian and sounding a fool. You would catch me sounding Russian. Let's read this in an English accent so it sounds even stupider. We are fighting against the entire bloc of NATO, and we keep moving, keep advancing, and feel confident. And we are a paper tiger? What NATO itself is. A paper tiger? Go and deal with this paper tiger then. Huh? What? What the fuck does that even mean, comrade? Yagotovati Church, big mommy milkers. What does that mean, Daddy Vladdy? That's a threat even if it's broken English? Is it? Let's piece it together. So he's saying, hey, listen, we've been fighting against the entirety of NATO the whole time. He's saying, yo, when we're fighting against you, you know what he just said? He just said, this is a proxy war. That's what he just said. He just said, yo, this is a proxy war and has been the entire time. This has been Russia versus NATO the whole time. Dead ass, he just said that, right? Which we've all known. We've been saying it just the same way as the Vietnam War was a proxy war with the Soviets and the Chinese, and the Korean War was a proxy war with the Chinese. Like, that's what this is. Congrats on the YouTube play button. It looks amazing. Thank you very much, Egghead Show. I really do appreciate that. Okay. So we're gonna have the rest of this. All right. So he says, we've been fighting against NATO the whole time, and yet we keep moving, we keep advancing, and we feel confident. But you call us a paper tiger? Well, if we're a paper tiger, then what the fuck is NATO? What he's saying is, you are NATO. You are an amalgamation of all these different nations that claim to be the fucking fist of the world, you know, and yet we keep moving, we keep advancing, we feel confident. Now that is cope. That is cope, okay? Because the Russians, they advanced in the beginning, and then the fucking Ukrainians pushed them all the way back into Russia. And they actually even started taking some land. Don't forget, remember years ago when was it the Azov Battalion? It might have been the Azov Battalion fucking rebelled against Russia, and then Putin fucking assassinated the leader of the Azov or some shit. You guys remember this? You guys remember this? Clearly, things are not working out for the Russians. There's people, like the Russian people are struggling to get fucking gas. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Wagner. It was not Azov. Azov is a Ukrainian group. My apologies. Mixed it up there. Azov is a Ukrainian group that is like low-key a bunch of fucking Nazis. But the Wagner group was like a mercenary group working for the Russians that rebelled. That's what that was. My apologies. Whoa. Anyway. So he says, so he's coping, and he's like, well, we feel confident, we're advancing, so if we're a paper tiger, then what the fuck are you? And then the next part says, a paper tiger? Go and deal with this paper tiger, then? That part I don't understand. A paper tiger? Thank you for the $10. The right-wing racist Yahtzee Redditors have started using the term clankers as a stand-in slur against anti-Yahtzee GI robot accounts all over the place. Here's the thing. You can't let them take everything. The Democrat Party allowed the right wing to take the word patriot and the American flag from us, okay? I'll be fucking damned if I let a whole bunch of groiper Nazi fucks take Star Wars from me. Roger. You know, for fuck's sake. It's from Star Wars. The fuck?
Una mattina mi son svegliato, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor.
Thank you for the $2.79 donation. Chaos just became a loyalist. Thank you. Move your camera angle to the left a bit. Like that. You guys see Trump hit another goddamn boat? Yep. I got it queued up and ready to go.
E ho trovato invasor.
Money. All right, you guys wanna make a video? We got a couple of things to talk about. I'll give you a teaser before we start it. So the first thing we're going to do is watch this video. It's very satisfying, of a fucking Nazi being chased out of a fucking classroom by a whole pack of students, and then he's pepper sprayed and he gets the shit kicked out of him. It's a beautiful sight. Okay? Then we're going to talk about how Trump is giving colleges a ultimatum where they have to sign this like new proposal where essentially they're not going to get federal funding unless they do MAGA DEI. It's really fucking weird. Then we're going to talk about the ultimatum for Gaza here, which is essentially just the bitter end. We're going to watch Trump's new snuff film of us bombing a Venezuelan boat. And then we're going to do another little recap of what we were just talking about, the Putin paper tiger, all right? All right? There's your teaser. You ready? Also, yo, I fucking threw out my back so hard trying to do a 1-rep max deadlift, bro. I destroyed my shit. $10. I'm hoping you could cover the worldwide protest going on as the current state of the flotilla. It's getting wild in the events leading up to the pages of a history book. You see the new AI video from Trump. I'll check out the AI video. I don't know which one you're talking about. That's a good idea. I should probably add a little something for the Samud flotilla. Hold on. Let's get a little something for the Samud flotilla. So yeah, Israel intercepted the final boat. So the entire flotilla was rounded up, as you know. I told you. Did I tell yous or did I tell yous? Did I tell yous or did I tell yous? I told yous. You better be good for TLT. I probably will not be good for TLT. I probably won't be able to make it. Most likely. I mean, I'm going to figure it out tomorrow morning, but most likely I won't be able to fucking make it. I guess we'll go with Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera usually has pretty decent coverage here. All right, and then there's like protests around the world. So let's see. Mass protests, Samud flotilla. I think I'd be losing it if you weren't here to talk about the world because everybody fucking lies constantly. It's refreshing to hear someone be real. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll tell you this much. I ain't never going to lie to you. I might get something wrong every now and then somebody could frame that as if I lied, but no, I'm never going to lie to you. Thank you for the $3, Violet. Oh my God, my fucking back. Oh. All right. Italians take to the streets. Let's see. Dude, I fucking hate that Reuters makes you pay for every goddamn fucking global protests. How about this? Any video of these? Aren't the French going pretty fucking crazy with this shit? Let's see. Mass protests, Samud flotilla. Thank God you're alive. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Mass protests in Rome. Where is this? Where is this? Alright, but like, where is this? This is Athens or some shit? I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? Where is it? That's Greece? They sound French? I don't fucking know. I'm a clanker and I hate myself. Thanks for the $15, clanker. Or sorry, what do they call it in Canada? It ain't $1. What do you call it? Moose knuckle? Like, what do you call it? Canadian Reichsmark. Like, what do you call it? What's it called? It is $1? Fuck you, piece of shit. Stealing our goddamn culture. Goddamn snow Mexicans. Goddamn white walkers beyond the wall. You know, I'm fucking with yous. I'm fucking with yous. Don't worry. I'm fucking with yous. I'm fucking with yous. I'm fucking with yous. See, I'm like, listen, I'm not racist. But I fucking hate the French. God, I hate the fucking French. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. And by proxy, the Canadians. Racism is never okay. Unless they're from Paris. Then it's fine. Totally fine. All right. So I'm not having an easy time finding like a good combination of footage. I mean, so where is this? This is Paris. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Edinburgh. Smoked this morning, mind-altering weed that turned me conservative last night. Still OAL, still socialist as fuck, but being that stupid for a bit shook me. Brother, that shit was laced. That's diabolical, bro. They laced that with whatever the Israelis did to John Fetterman, for real. Thank you for the $10. I agree with the sentiment of not letting them have the term. How do you feel about holding on to it with terms like my clankers? Dude, if somebody says something like my clankers, bro, like they're clearly just trying to say the N-word. Like, can't you see through that? There was some guy on TikTok, some like talentless hack who copies Kyle Gordon. Shout out Kyle Gordon, he's kind of fucking legendary. But some talentless fucking hack was making videos about like Rosa Sparks and George Droid. Those people are just racist and looking for any excuse to say the N-word, but they can't. That doesn't mean that, like, suddenly Star Wars is racist because they say clanker repeatedly. We love Kyle Gordon. We love Kyle Gordon. Shout out Kyle Gordussy. Shout out, there's a music group led by Vincent, what the OCT, I think it's called.
'Cause it's a frictionless wipe, and I will be here all night.
I don't know the next part.
My shit is skating on the 4-ply.
Like, you know, I forgot what they're called. On Company Time. But yeah, no, they're great. They're great. Shout out Vinny. Vinny Locasto. That's his fucking name. Shout out Vinny Locasto. Love OCT. Love OCT. They had another song that was also a banger. It's not global warming.
It's not access to health care.
What's the next part?
It's not access to health care, welfare boring. With all the stuff that's going on right now, I think it's the perfect time to ban TikTok, baby. We're coming for your TikTok, baby, oh no.
That one, very good. Anyway, enough of me fucking stimming. No more stimming.
我们起，请助力气身上。哭着来，要糟糕老就有。
Alright, enough of that. That's gotta be racist. Because there's no way that's proper Chinese. And you're racist for thinking it was. Ugh. God damn, you're all guilty. You're all fucking guilty. Alright. 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 What do you think of Bad Empanada? I've heard that name a million times come out of Hassan's mouth, and I still couldn't tell you who the fuck Bad Empanada is. I don't think you guys understand that I am not, like, watching streamers. I'm a streamer, but I don't even watch Hassan stream that often. I used to watch Hassan stream all the time. I watch his recaps now on YouTube, but I don't got the time for that no more. As a Canadian, this money is so that you Americans can fight yourselves. You're such a fucking piece of shit, dude. Why can't you guys fight yourselves? Like, I would love to just be the spectator watching Canada go through the rise of fascism and a potential civil war. Why do they get to watch us go through the rise of fascism and a potential civil war? It's such fucking bullshit. It's such, because I'm from New York, bro. Canada's right fucking there, dog. God damn it. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Bad Empanada, he's an Australian leftist YouTuber. He's based as fuck. Nice. Love that. All right. Denmark scrambled 2 F-35s. Wasn't that a while ago? Or is that again today? Denmark scrambles jets. Yeah, that was like 4 days ago. What? Oh, shit. 6 hours ago. Fuck you, Reuters. You gotta make me pay to know World War III's happening, you son of a bitch. All right. Okay. Here we go. You guys ready to make a video? Operation Freaky Friday. Oh, Jesus, it never ends, does it? Hold on. Operation Freaky Friday. Chuck Cuck is wrong. That's not even how you spell cuck. And also, you could have done what I call him. It's Cuck Schumer. Chuck Cuck with a K? Dude, this has me more pissed off than the fucking concentration camps, okay? I'm totally kidding. That's obscene to even say as a joke. But how do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up? All right, Chuck Cuck is wrong. The anti-ICE activists have made up a ridiculous term, Freaky Friday, to instill fear and spread misinformation that drives the increased violence. What does this even mean? Oh. Shit. He's not talking about Chuck Schumer. He's talking about a man named Charles Cuck. Whoops. Okay, hold on.
There is a darkness and evil that is taking over ICE, led by the Dark Lord Miller. ICE is launching a nationwide operation today, Friday, October 3rd, reportedly named Freaky Friday, that will target unaccompanied children aged 14 and older of all nationalities. Here is what we know. 1. Children detained and released will be sent a threat letter from ICE threatening indefinite detention and immediate transfer to ICE upon age out if they do not waive jurisdiction under the TVPRA and withdraw applications for relief, including withdrawing their request for admission with EUIR. 2. Children will be offered $2,500 to return to their countries of origin. 3. If children do not comply with the offer, this letter indicates that their parents and family living in the United States will be arrested. 4. ICE plans to detain all age-outs and they anticipate legal challenges. 5. It is possible that the age threshold for this threat letter may be lowered to youth 10 years old and older. 6. ICE will first target detained children, but will also target children released from custody. Some private and non-profit legal service providers have suggested the following steps. 1. Consider advising children out of custody of the possibility of receiving a letter. 2. Provide Know Your Rights KYR presentations to all children you are working with in custody as soon as practicable, advising them of this plan and the right not to sign anything without consulting their attorney. 3. File L3 forms for all children in custody as capacity allows. 4. If a child receives a letter, consider preparing a declaration It particularly highlights the manner in which this ice letter was delivered. Was counsel present and able to advise? Was the youth able to ask questions? Evidence on coercion or intimidation, underlying fear of return elements related to child's relief application. These declarations will help litigators challenge this practice.
Read this in the Count Orlok voice, and everything and things get a whole lot worse. Alrighty. What the fuck, dudes? You see the new video Trump posted on Truth? Where's this AI thing that you guys are using? Where's the AI generated video that he posted? Like, please don't tell me.
They're doing things and asking for things that you wouldn't want, and most people...
I don't give a fuck about these. You guys said he posted some AI generated video? Another one? Is this it? Nope, I'm not getting copyright striked. Absolutely not, but... Oh, wait, how does that actually go? You know what? Let me unmute it for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna mute it for you. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So, not only is this just AI generated slop, this is like really bad too. This is like really bad AI generated slop. You know? Right? Like, this isn't even good. Look at Chris gatekeeping music. Why did I really struggle to read that? It's the Grim Reaper AI video. Grim Reaper AI video. Right, hold on. Like, is it this one? Can somebody play? Can you? What's going on? They're just IP banned. I swear to God. This one? Let's see. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I know this isn't it, but... What is it? What is that fucking... What? Oh, it has to mean something. It has to mean something. It always means something. Superman? I don't think that's Superman. What the fuck is this supposed to be? All right. All right, let's keep going. You said it was something with the Grim Reaper. Something with the Grim Reaper. Where's this Grim Reaper shit? Listen, we're at 2 days ago. When did he post this? The one with the capital in the front? This one? I'm not getting fucking copyright striked for you, bro. I'm not doing it. I'll listen to the music, but chat will not. All right, here we go. Is that Russ Vaught? Holy shit. That's Russ Vaught. That's Russ Vaught. Why did it do that? Hold on. All right, hold on. I'll sing for you. Wait. Wait. Now that their time has come, the power's gone. What is the Reaper? Wait, if this is AI generated slop, because that's not the actual lyrics, can I play that? If this isn't AI generated slop, can I just play it? Because that's not a real song. This is AI generated slop. I'll get hit for the music. You're right. Fuck. In theory, it's okay. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. This is so fucking weird. All right, let me show you the rest of it. I'm not gonna risk it. Okay. The power's gone. What is the Reaper? Wait. The Reaper, he runs the pen, the fun's in the brain. Comes the Reaper. These comes the Reaper. Your hands. Comes the Reaper. You'll fly, here comes the Reaper, grabbing your plan. Blah. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. That's Trump. Trump just came in and went blah, blah, blah. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. Do-do-do-do. Yo, we have a rogue government. What the fuck? What the fuck? The party of hate, evil, and Satan? Dude, what is the state of the Republican Party right now? What the fuck? I thought if you're reacting to it, you can't get copyright striked. No. Not true. No. Bella Cafefe. Okay. I'm gonna have to have some shit queued up. All right. I gotta start recording. Colleges have to do MAGA DEI now if they want federal funding. And now, like, Gavin Newsom is kind of the GOAT because he's like, oh, if you do the MAGA DEI and you sign this contract that Trump is sending to all these different universities and you're a California university, you ain't getting shit from the California state government. Go fuck yourself. So essentially, colleges are being pushed between a rock and a hard place. We're going to cover that. We have a lot. I have tried to start this video like 15 times, but there's just more shit as every second goes by. Let me tell you what we're going to cover. We're going to watch a video of a Nazi being chased out of a University of Washington classroom, and he gets the shit kicked out of him. And when I say chased out of I mean by the whole class, including the teacher. Like fucking 300 people chasing this guy. Okay. Then we're going to cover the MAGA DEI in colleges. Colleges are trying to figure out whether they want to sign into Trump's plan or not. It's a proposal for them to adopt conservative priorities. Then we're going to cover Trump's ultimatum for Gaza. We're going to go over Trump is posting the most insane AI-generated slop. First of all, I firmly believe Trump had a stroke. Again, I do believe that. I have zero evidence for this claim. Go fuck yourself. So he's posting weird AI-generated slop. Putin kind of threw like some shade at NATO, but he speaks such broken English that it was like a fucking pathetic attempt at speaking English. The Gaza Samud flotilla, the entirety of it has been seized by the Israeli occupying forces. The people aboard, including Greta Thunberg, have been kidnapped. By the way, I told you that would happen. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, I told you so, but they knew what was going to happen too. The global Samud flotilla, none of them thought they were actually going to make it. They're not fucking stupid. They knew they were going to get stopped, but that was the point, is to show you just how willing Israel is, just how far they're willing to go in order to stop food and aid from getting in. And then the reaction, the global reaction to this. We got global protests erupt over that. We got a couple of videos of it, and then I want to show you a little something about this thing called Freaky Friday that's going on. It's like a new ICE initiative to start rounding up children. Anyway, hi, I'm Chris Valenti. Welcome to the Valenti VOD. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing, and it helps me immensely. And if you're noticing something like, hey, the background looks a little different, that's because we got our YouTube play button, ladies and gentlemen, for the 100,000 subscriber achievement. Thank you so fucking much, guys. I got a lot of new followers in the past month. I cannot explain to you how grateful I am. I genuinely don't know if I could verbalize it. You guys have allowed me to turn this into a career, but it's not just really about me. It's about you. You are that button. I get to own that button, but that button is all of you. That's what it is. You guys have bolstered me up, and this is why I love YouTube so much, or not just YouTube, but just social media in general. For the longest time in American history, our champions were given to us by the elite, right? Our champions were people like Hollywood celebrities and famous athletes, right? And those are not chosen by the people. Those are hoisted upon us, you know, through the powers that be. But when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to social media, our champions are chosen by the people. We prop them up and hold them up and say, this is our fucking guy, and you better listen when it comes to, you know, the powers that be. So thank you very, very much for allowing me to be the megaphone for our 100,000 people legion screams of what the fuck is going on and what the fuck are you gonna do about it. My hat goes off to you. Other than that, please donate to the channel. Every last dollar goes a long way. I never had a conversation with a sponsor or a advertiser or a billionaire or a government, any of that shit. So I'm entirely funded by you guys, grassroots funded. And you can donate to the channel by clicking the thanks button. You can buy merch like the Democratic Socialist merch located below. You can click the join button to become a member, which will give you access to some other content like the Valenti show, new episode coming out tomorrow. And it'll give you access to emotes. And then you could become a patron on Patreon. Thank you for all the patrons. And you can use the 40% off discount for Ground News located in the description below. But other than that, thank you for the $5. Let's dive right into the bullshit, comrades. So I want to start you off with a feel-good story, okay, which is a great community reaction to a Nazi, okay? So this is at the University of Washington. You see this kid in the blue. He's not a student, but he rushed into this Psychology 201 class, and he started Sig Heiling and saying Heil Hitler and fucking saying slurs and called everyone in the class fucking retards, right? Like and he's not a student, you know? He's not a student, okay? So we're going to watch the reaction. Check this out.
Dude, get out. Get the fuck out.
He's Sig Heiling, I think. There's a teacher. Teacher's leading the charge here. Go get him, Teach. Go get him, Teach.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's the teacher leading the charge. Now, here's the thing. Real quick, I want to explain something to you. This is freedom of speech, okay? Like here's the thing. Here's the thing. In the United States of America, you can go ahead and Sig Heil. You can say Heil Hitler. But you will have to face the consequences. And because of freedom of speech, The consequences are not you're going to jail like they would in Europe, not in Europe, but in Germany, right? The consequences are social. The consequences are someone's gonna beat your fucking ass. Someone's gonna film this and send this to your employer and you're gonna lose your fucking job. You can go ahead and say whatever you want, brother, but watch what the fuck happens. And this is what is supposed to happen.
Oh shit!
By the way, his video is also available, like from his perspective. And what he's saying right now is, I'm not kidding. He's going,
Look, they had to 1v30 me. They had to 1v30 me, bro. Oh shit!
Are you protected? Not protected.
Oh shit!
dude, somebody needs to make an animation of this fucking blonde Psych 201 teacher marching like a fucking kaiju. Look at her, bro. Marching. And dude, I gotta, Nelson, please, Nelson, hear me out. Find me the video of his perspective because she's got a fucking army behind her. She's got a fucking army of Psych 201 libbies behind her. It's so fucking funny.
Oh shit!
There it is! What?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Look at him, look at this bitch has got fucking pepper spray. Problem is, here's the thing. Do I think this is hilarious and justified? Yes. Would the law agree with me? No. Because this guy is running away right now, you see him trying to escape? Because he's trying to escape and there's a giant crowd back there, and he's running away and his back is towards her, she's probably gonna be in trouble for that. She's probably gonna get charged for that. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way the law, just so you know, if somebody broke into your house and you pulled a gun on them and told them to leave and they turned around and ran out and you shot them in the back, you're still going to jail. You know, that's essentially what's going on. But anyway, let's keep watching. Let's keep watching. Dude, why is he running like a fucking horse at one of those trotting competitions? You know, where they're like trying to show off their ass. You know what I'm talking about? Why is he running like that? Dude, look at this fucking legion of students. Look at the smile. I know it's low quality, but look at their smiles. Look how happy they are. They finally have a fucking Nazi to punch, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ.
No.
Fucking Nazi.
Oh.
Dude, and also, like, dude, conservatives will watch this and go,
Look, they label anyone they disagree with as a Nazi.
the motherfucker Sig Heiled and said Heil Hitler. What else do you have to do? What do you have to do? Thank you for the $10. We are not flirting with fascism. We're fucking it. We need to stand up to fuckface von Clownstick. I refuse to live in a fascist country and they won't let me leave. That's off to you, Corey. That's a goated ass fucking dono. Thank you for that message.
You're only gonna beat his ass. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Dude, imagine being one of these students that doesn't know what's going on and you just see an army of students chasing after one guy in the blue. I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably end up fucking joining the crowd. Like, I'd be like, who are we beating? Who are we hitting?
He's getting his ass beat! Oh shit!
Oh, he cornered himself. Oh, did he just get mollywopped across the face?
Ass beat! Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
Now, bud.
Oh, they're not really beating his ass.
Oh shit!
They're not really beating his ass. He just goes, are you guys fucking serious?
What did you expect?
What you gonna do now, bro?
He's going, really? Really?
And you guys pepper sprayed me.
And you guys pepper sprayed me?
What happened to calling the whole
Dude, I love how these fucking Nazis you know what they are? They're cry bullies. That's what they are. They cry and bitch about being the victim while they're beating the shit out of you. That's what a fucking Nazi is. They're cry bullies. They always have been. Even since the fucking 1930s. It's not my fault that we lost World War I. It's the fault of the Jews and the bankers and the it's not our fault. No, it's your fucking fault, Hans. You're dog shit in the field. You're dog shit in the field, Hans. You fucking pussy. Fuck. Fake!
That's retarded.
Oh, they just spit on him. Did you see that loogie? They're spitting on him.
What happens?
I thought you guys were the party of peace. Tell that to Easy Company, bitch. Tell that to the entirety of the United States Marines who fought the Japanese in the Pacific, bitch. The party of peace? Fuck you. Ain't got no empathy for a Nazi. Now, here's the thing. I disavow violence in all forms. Especially, I mean, guys, violence is just, it's bad. Violence is not good. Right? Unless it's monopolized from the top down. Unless it's buying up hundreds of thousands of acres of land and refusing to build affordable housing, unless it's increasing the price of goods across the nation and not increasing the federal minimum wage since 2009, no, that ain't violence. That's just capitalism.
Post-game interview. How we feeling? Post-game interview, how we feeling?
Look at his fucking nose, dude. I wonder if somebody broke his nose or if he was already this fuck ugly. Oh my god, he's just a fuck ugly piece of shit. Holy fuck. Wait. Look at him, he's just a fuck ugly loser.
There's like 30 of them.
Oh my god, dude, he's actually fucking hideous. He's actually fucking hideous. And I know some of you are like, Chris, why are you body shaming? Like, I thought that wasn't our way. Nah, I body shame fucking fascists. I will body shame anyone. This kid looks like he was hit in the face with a fucking shovel. He's probably inbred. Guaranteed an incel, by the way. Two things. Guaranteed a fan of Charlie Kirk. Guaranteed an incel. Guaranteed somehow also a fan of Nick Fuentes, even though he's a fan of Charlie Kirk. And guaranteed has never felt his own mother's hug. Guaranteed.
I'm not crying. Is that Owen Wanderson or what?
He got fucking arrested. He got fucking arrested.
Make a hole. Yeah, it's like 30 of them.
Eat shit, you flat-faced Nazi fuck. Eat shit. Eat shit. Eat shit. All right, folks. So we got you started off with something good. A little feel-good story. All right? But now we got to lock in because it's time for some nightmare news. Donald Trump has given an ultimatum to like 9 different colleges where they will no longer receive federal funding unless they adopt MAGA DEI. Okay? So let's talk about it. This is from the Washington Post. Colleges weigh whether to sign on to Trump plan or forego federal benefits. A new proposal from the Trump regime would give colleges funding advantages if they adopt conservative priorities. The Trump regime this week offered a select group of universities the opportunity to score priority access for federal funding, prompting an enthusiastic and swift response from a university leader in Texas who called it an honor. But the other schools that received the 10-page proposal Wednesday night were largely silent Thursday, as they considered the wide-ranging conservative terms that some experts warned would trample on free speech rights and threaten finances and academic freedom at top universities. The Washington Post first responded this week that the White House intended to launch a campaign to bring colleges into compliance with Trump's ideological priorities by offering a competitive advantage to those that sign on. So before we read this, I want to remind you something, guys. One of the first and most important things that a fascist can do to take over a nation is take over the education system. Hitler had a very famous phrase, which is, "He who controls the youth controls the future." And although Hitler was wrong about everything he said, that ain't wrong. When you control the youth, you control the future. We're seeing this with Trump going, we're giving education back to the states. And then you have places like Oklahoma that are forcing public school, high school students to read the Bible. Okay? Forcing them. Doesn't matter if you're fucking Sikh or Muslim or Jewish, right? That's what they're forcing them to do. This is another attempt at controlling the education system. The document sent to 9 schools this week, titled, quote, Compact for Academic Excellence in Higher Education, asks schools to pledge allegiance to conservative values and policies and appears to be a first step in that campaign. Administration officials said the agreement would compel schools to prioritize American students, education in the hard sciences, and a culture that allows for conservative thought. California Governor Gavin Newsom threatened Thursday to yank billions of dollars worth of funding from any school in the state that signed on to the agreement, writing on social media that the state would not, quote, bankroll schools that sell out their students, professors, researchers, and surrender academic freedom. So let's see if I could pull up this actual, is this going to be the actual letter? Oh, shit. All right, let's read just a little bit of this. So this is the letter that Trump sent to these schools. So equality in admission. So discriminatory admission. So this is DEI. They're saying like affirmative action. Now here's the thing. Maybe some of you have differing opinions about affirmative action, but this is like a Trump demand rather than a decree from the people. This is a top-down executive action. No factors such as sex, ethnicity, race, nationality, political views, sexual orientation, whatever. All right, so we got get rid of DEI. We've got marketplace of ideas. No shot. And civil discourse. So they're saying that you cannot punish, belittle, or spark violence against conservative ideas. What's funny about that is Nazism is conservative ideas. And they're going to be like, you can't tell people to not like Nazis anymore. You got to look at it at an unbiased look. Permits actions or individuals to delay or disrupt class instruction. Allow obstruction to act as part of the... Okay, so I don't even know what the fuck that means. Non-discrimination. It's funny that they say no non-discrimination when they're talking about getting rid of DEI. Institutional neutrality. All university employees will abstain from actions or speech relating to societal and political events. That's what college is. Dude, college is about exposing you to different ideologies and cultures and ethnicities and languages. Like... That's just what college is. What the fuck? All right. Enough of this stupid shit. A White House official on Thursday said the regime does not plan to limit federal funding solely to schools that sign the compact, quote, but they would be given priority for grants when possible, as well as invitations for White House events. All right, so yeah, it's priority treatment. The compact asks schools to pledge allegiance to the following. Prohibit consideration of factors such as gender, race, or political views for admissions. Freeze tuition for 5 years. Give free tuition to students pursuing hard science programs. Oh my God, so they're... Dude, another necessary part of fascism is attacking, like, the intellectuals and the arts. Huge necessary part of fascism is like the death of the arts, because artists are usually inherently political. You know, you get like a whole lot of political art, you get political movies. Some of the best movies and arts that you've ever seen, they're all political. Holy fuck. Maintain institutional neutrality at all levels. Yeah. Okay, so you're no longer teaching about Nazi Germany and saying that the Nazis were bad. Jesus Christ. Cap international enrollment at 15% of college's undergrad student body, with no more than 5% coming from a single country. I don't know if I dislike that one. Fuck, man. Call me a conservative. I don't know if I dislike that one, man. I'm American. I think that we should have Americans in these schools. Of course, I want other, like, international students to be in here, but at least this is like, yo, only 15% of the college undergrad student body can be foreign. I don't think that's the craziest fucking thing. Publicly post average earnings from graduates in every discipline? What? What does that even mean? You just want, like, people who you want alumni to have to publicly post their earnings? Is that so that, like, people can judge a college by how much their alumni is making afterwards? Is that what that is? That's kind of fucking weird. I feel like that's kind of fucking weird. All right. So, MAGA DEI in colleges in order to get preferential treatment and in order to get federal funding. So that's where we're moving into this. Another necessary step of fascism. I believe that's like step 9 of the 14 steps. Let's move on to a little bit of that global news. Trump issues Sunday ultimatum for Hamas to accept Gaza plan. The U.S. president has pushed a 20-point plan to, quote, redevelop Gaza. Trump, Gaza #1, peace and love for everyone. Yeah, so what this means is the extermination of the Gazan people. If you remember, we talked about this earlier. Part of this plan was to create, like, what did they call them? AI cities, where it's going to be like AI-run cities. The government is going to be AI, and the Gazan people are going to be given a choice where they can get like a $5,000 crypto coin that can be used to buy stuff, or they can be given something like $1,000 cash and they leave the country. That's not even a fucking joke, bros. And then they're going to be building casinos and I think a Trump Tower and beachfront resorts and yeah, no, it's literally just like the complete and total extermination of the Palestinians. Anyway, let's keep fucking reading. United States President Donald Trump has issued a weekend ultimatum for Hamas to accept his 20-point plan for a ceasefire in Gaza. Let's see what the 20-point plan is. Give me the 20 points, you son of a bitch. Where are the 20 points? One big point seems to be that Trump has eased up on his rhetoric of ethnically cleansing Gaza. Oh! Thanks. Thanks for toning down your rhetoric on ethnically cleansing Gaza. How about you don't have that to begin with, you stupid fuck? I want to rip my own face clean off my body. Point 12 of the plan, according to the Times of Israel, says, quote, no one will be forced to leave Gaza, but those who choose to leave will be allowed to return. Moreover, Gazans will be encouraged to remain in the Strip and offered an opportunity to build a better future there. Offered an opportunity to build a better future there? You do know that they're, like, purposefully vague. That's like, that's a big part of this. It's purposefully vague, bro. This is a big departure from Trump's stance in February when he said that the U.S. would take over and own Gaza. Ooh. I wish I could see the 21-point plan. Could the plan actually end the war? No. Dude, why the fuck would Hamas accept any sort of deal when they know that the bitter end is here? Like, you're just going to exterminate them. Why would Hamas accept? And also, how are you going to even negotiate with Hamas when the last time you were negotiating with them in Qatar, Israel illegally bombed them and killed them all? You know? Like, we're not even talking about combatants. We're talking about negotiators. We're talking about political representatives that had been in Qatar for fucking years. Bella Kafefi. Ooh, Bella Kafefi. Unfucking believable. What does this say? Then there's the issue of Netanyahu, who told Fox News that Israel is working with Washington to make the plan a go. But he has foiled past agreements by throwing in last-minute changes. Analysts said it has become clear that Netanyahu makes these changes and unacceptable demands to scupper deals while he tries to lay the blame on Hamas so Israel can keep bombing Gaza. Yeah, guys, listen, no, Israel will never stop their bombing campaign. They may stop a bombing campaign in Gaza, but then they'll start a new one in Qatar. And then they'll stop that one and start a new one in Yemen, a new one in Lebanon, a new one in anywhere they fucking want because, excuse me, because Netanyahu, the dictator of Israel, knows that the only way that he could stay in power is if they're in a constant state of combat. It's also the same reason why Netanyahu doesn't want the hostages back. It's the same reason why he loves anti-Semitism. And that's not a lie. Benjamin Netanyahu loves when people hate Jews, because the more people that hate Jews, the more he can use that as validity to,
we need a Jewish ethno-state of Israel because the Jewish people have been so persecuted.
and he's right, yeah, the Jewish people have been persecuted. But every time Netanyahu bombs a hospital and then says,
Every action I do is in the name of the Jewish people,
he knows that uneducated, dumb pieces of shit are gonna go,
goddamn Jews are bombing hospitals.
because stupid people can't differentiate between the Jewish religion and the Zionist regime, and that bolsters his entire point. Anyway, so yeah, this is quite literally just the end of Gazan sovereignty. Okay. Now, we are going to move on to Trump posting on Truth Social a lot of weird shit, AI-generated stuff. One of them is really fucking weird. So you know how we talked about in our last video how Trump posted this thing about Russ Vought, who is the chief supervillain of the United States of America. Russ Vought, the creator of, the architect of Project 2025, he has been given carte blanche to fire any and all federal employees that he has deemed as unworthy. That's not a joke. Trump said it himself. We covered it in the last video. Go watch that one if you want to see his tweet. But now he's posting these weird AI-generated videos of Russ Vought as the Grim Reaper. Here's the thing. This has, what's it called? It has music, copyrighted music there. So we're not going to be playing the audio, but I will try to sing along for you, okay? Are you ready? Here we go. Why'd it stop? Fuck my asshole. Hold on, let me go back and get it again. I wanted to go full screen. I clicked the full screen and then it stopped. What if I try to click the full screen again? Yeah, it won't let me go full screen. Sorry, I'm trying to go full screen for you, but I can't go full screen for you, so you're gonna have to fucking deal with it. Are you ready? Here we go. 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 You see that? Turn up your brightness. That's Russ Vought. That is Russ Vought as the fucking Grim Reaper. That is Russ Vought. First of all, like, dude, anybody who claims to be a Christian that still supports Donald Trump, you're not a fucking Christian. You're a fraud. But, like, this is fucking crazy. All right, here we go. Here we go. Other time has come. Wait. Who's on the walls there? So there's Russ Vought as the Grim Reaper going through the halls. There's fucking Apex Shakur, that's Hakeem Jeffries, wearing a sombrero. We got Cuck Schumer. We got Nancy Kablomi. Who is that? I can't tell. Is that Maxine Waters? We low-key love Maxine Waters. But yeah, that's him going through the halls. Like, what the is a fucking Grim Reaper? Anyway. Here the power's gone. What is the Reaper? The fun's in the brain. Comes the Reaper. Comes the Reaper. Here comes the Reaper. What the fuck is that? Here, won't be able to fly. Wait. Why is there just a zombie army and it says unemployment? Oh. Okay, so here's the thing. How are you gonna try and blame Democrats for, like, all of these people getting fired when you're memeing about letting Russ Vought fire? Like, how can you possibly blame anyone other than yourself when you're posting this shit? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's keep watching. The fly comes the Reaper. Here comes the Reaper. And now Trump comes in. You won't hear it. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. That's what I'm hearing right now. Mind you, this is our 80-year-old president of the United States. This isn't some 14-year-old douchebag who posts Vril edits all day. This is the President of the United fucking States of America. I need you to go to Truth Social and watch that with the audio. You gotta hear it. I know my singing was probably dog shit, but you gotta go hear that, okay? And then there was another, all eyes are on Russ Vaught today, no pressure, shut the fuck up and suck my fucking dick. And then we've got this here. I think this is again, like, what is this? What is this? No, like, seriously, I'm asking you, chatter, what is this? Please comment down below what the fuck this is. Because I have a thought, maybe that is supposed to be Russ Vaught looking out at like the grateful new world once he fucking fires all the federal workers and notice everything's white. You know what I mean? Everything's symbolic with these fucking people. I don't think it's a coincidence that everything's white in the background. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. I'm not watching that, but you are going to watch this. And again, this is copyright music, so I'm going to have to mute it. Here we go. What the fuck? And first of all, I hate clankers. Second of all, I hate AI-generated slop. Third of all, this isn't even good. This isn't even good. I know there's a bunch of people in here who do AI. This is not good AI. Look at this look at this slop. Look at him. That's not even good. Anyway, and then I think there was one more I wanted to show you. A couple of tweets from him. Okay, so we got this one. This is a tweet written by Benjamin Netanyahu and then translated by Donald Trump. That's a joke, but here. Hamas has been a ruthless and violent threat for many years in the Middle East. They have killed and made lives unbearably miserable, culminating with the October 7th massacre in Israel. Babies, women, children, old people, and many young men and women, boys and girls, getting ready to celebrate their future lives together. Wait, I lost it. Oh, God, I'm so stupid. Their future lives together. As retribution for the October 7th attack on civilization, more than 25,000 Hamas soldiers have already been killed. Oh shit, that's not the flex you think it is, bro. That is not the flex you think it is, Doig. There's like 600,000 dead people, bro. And you just said only 25,000 of them were Hamas? Bro, that is not the fucking flex that you think it is. Yo, Donnie just shit the bed. Donnie just shit the fucking bed, bro. That's an insane rate. Anyway, self-report of the fucking century. As retribution for the October 7th attack on civilization, more than 25,000 Hamas soldiers have already been killed. Most of the rest are surrounded and militarily trapped, just waiting for me to give the word go for their lives to be quickly extinguished. Christian value president, by the way. Also, just waiting for me to give the word go? Okay, so we're Israel? I'm ready to go fight and die for Israel, so I'm Israeli? Dude, what the fuck do you mean for me to give the word, bro? I thought Benjamin Netanyahu was the leader of Israel. I thought Israel was fighting this war. Why is the President of the United States giving the word? Oh, Jesus Christ. As for the rest, we know where and who you are, and you will be hunted down and killed. I am asking that all innocent Palestinians immediately leave this area of potentially great future death for safer parts of Gaza. Safer parts of Gaza? Where? Where?
He'd probably go, the West Bank. Fucking where, Donald? Okay. Everyone will be cared for by those that are waiting to help. You just seized the entire Gaza flotilla, bro. The Samud flotilla. What are we talking about? Fortunately for Hamas, however, they will be given one last chance. Great, powerful, and very rich nations of the Middle East and our surrounding areas beyond, together with the United States of America, have agreed with Israel signing on to peace after 3,000 years in the Middle East. Oh my God, he's so stupid. Yo, wait a minute. He thinks this is gonna bring peace to the Middle East? Are you out of your fucking mind, you dumb bastard? This deal also spares the lives of all remaining Hamas fighters. The details of the document... Oh, okay, so this is guaranteed then to not be the end of conflict. You think that Israel would ever allow that? Are you out of your fucking mind? The details of the document are known to the world, and it is a great one for all. We will have peace in the Middle East, one way or the other. What is that, a threat of nuking them? The violence and bloodshed will stop. Releases the hostages. What are you doing? Fucking like, what are you role-playing? Releases the hostages. Notices bulge. Ooh, what's this? Like, what are we talking about? All right, release the hostages, all of them, including the bodies of those that are dead now. That's not going to be possible because when Israel bombed those hostages, most of their bodies were turned into pink mist because Benjamin Netanyahu doesn't give a fuck about them hostages. An agreement must be reached with Hamas by Sunday evening at 6 p.m. Washington, D.C. time. Washington, D.C. time? That's not a thing, bro. Isn't that just Central Time or some shit? What do you mean, Washington, D.C. time? God, we have such a dumb motherfucker in the White House, bro. Every country has signed on. If this last chance agreement is not reached, all hell, like no one has ever seen before, will break out against Hamas. There will be peace in the Middle East one way or the other. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald J. Trump. Methinks there won't be peace in the Middle East. Call me crazy. But methinks there ain't gonna be peace in the Middle East. Methinks. Chris, where do you think Washington, D.C. is? The Dominican Republic. Anyway, hey, it doesn't matter where D.C. is. I'm banned from the White House and Israel. All right, moving on to some global news. Putin praises Trump, but warns supplies of long-range missiles to Ukraine will badly hurt ties. So if you remember, we talked about how last week, or maybe it was just a couple of days ago, time flies when fascism is rising. Trump kind of had a 180 on Putin and said, like, he's a paper tiger, and was like, well, I would have been able, like, what really happened, yeah, I have no evidence of this, but what really happened was Zelensky was like, he started fucking cradling the ball, Zelensky, and he was like, Donald, you are a big, strong alpha male. You would have been able to take over Ukraine in 1 week. But Russia has been trying for 3.5 years, and look, they have nothing to show of it. Donald, they are paper tiger. And Donald, who's autistic as fuck, he was like, paper tiger, ooh, what's a paper tiger? Ooh, I never heard that. Ooh, paper tiger, I like that, ooh. And he, you know, he can't get over, he can't stop saying it. Now here's the thing. Putin, baby back ball bitch, Putin, he don't like that. He don't like that. So he threw a little bit of shade, but the problem is Putin barely speaks English. And he tried to throw shade in English, and it just came off really fucked up. Here we go. Russian President Vladimir Putin warned, that's an insult to autistic people? I'm autistic! Russian President Vladimir Putin warned the United States that supplies of long-range missiles to Ukraine will seriously damage relations between Moscow and Washington, but will not change the situation on the battlefield, where the Russian army is making slow but steady advances. The potential supply of U.S. Tomahawk cruise missiles to Kyiv will signal a qualitatively new stage of escalation, including in relations between Russia and the United States, Putin said at a forum of international
foreign policy experts in Russia's Black Sea resort of Sochi. The Russian leader noted that even though Tomahawk missiles will inflict damage on Russia if supplied to Ukraine, Russian air defenses will quickly adapt to the new threat, saying, quote, "It will certainly not challenge the balance of force on the battlefield," he added, emphasizing that the Russian military is continuously making gains against Ukraine. Asked about Trump dismissing Russia as a, quote, paper tiger, because of its failure to defeat its smaller neighbor after more than 3.5 years of fighting, Putin argued that Russia has faced all the NATO allies backing Kyiv, saying, quote, "We are fighting against the entire bloc of NATO, and we keep moving, keep advancing, and feel confident. And we are a paper tiger? What NATO itself is," he said. "A paper tiger? Go and deal with this paper tiger, then." The White House did not immediately respond. So, a couple problems with this quote. The first problem is, what? Yeah, the first problem is, fucking, huh? Fucking what did you just say, dude? Dude, say it in Russian. We'll get a translator. Just say it in Russian, bro. If I was the Prezi of the United Stussy, and Luigi, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, Luigi's about to tweet because there's a baby in the hallway. If I was the president of the United Stussy, and I was trying to make some sort of like badass bar throwing shade at the Ruskies, A, I'm saying it in English, and B, if I'm saying it in Russian, I'm going to make sure I rehearse and practice it and that it sounds like a bar. You know, like, let's read this in an American accent so we can think about how stupid it's. I know I made him sound so fucking cool when I did my Russian accent because I'm so fucking good at my Russian accent. But Luigi, for fuck's sake, I will throw you off a mountain. All right, so here's what he said in an American accent. He goes, "We are fighting against the entire bloc of NATO, and we keep moving, keep advancing, and feel confident, and we are a paper tiger. What NATO itself is? A paper tiger? Go and deal with this paper tiger then." Again, huh? What the fuck? So let's decipher what fucknuts bald Russian McGee just said. What he said just now, right here in the first part here, is he admitted that the Ukraine war has been a proxy war the entire time between NATO and Russia, which we all fucking knew this, bro. We all fucking knew this. He's saying, I have been fighting NATO the whole time, and we keep moving forward, we keep advancing, and we feel confident. Now, this part here, we keep moving forward, we keep advancing, and we feel confident, that's cope. That's cope, brother. You hired mercenaries. Do you not remember the Wagner Group? Do you not remember, guys, years ago, that he hired fucking mercenaries called the Wagner Group, and they turned tail and fucking charged Moscow, and the leader was like, "I'm gonna kill Putin!" And then Putin was like, "Nah, fuck you," and shot his plane out of the sky. Yeah, bang, bodied, shitted on. And like, bro, and then the Ukrainians pushed the Russians back into Russia. Ukraine had that fucking badass operation where they snuck drones into, bro, this is cope. This is copium straight into your veins, bro. You're coping. You're coping. You're coping. All right, next part of this is he goes, "And we are the paper tiger," which means, dude, the fact that he even said paper tiger, he really does not like that. He really does not like that. "And we are a paper tiger? What NATO itself is." So what he's trying to say is, we're not the paper tiger, you're the paper tiger, NATO. "A paper tiger? Go and deal with this paper tiger then." And I think, again, that's him saying, go deal with NATO? I don't know. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. So we've got, more warmongering between Trump and Putin. Peaceful dove, right? "I'm going to end the war. Oh, in one day. I'll have it over in day one." Fucking stupid idiot. Let's move on. Holy fuck, this is a 45-minute long video. Thanks for still being here. We're almost done here. We're going to move on to the Global Samud Flotilla. If you don't know, the Global Samud Flotilla was intercepted. The last boat just got intercepted a little bit ago. But, oh wait, is this, yeah, this is updated 7 minutes ago. So, the last boat was commandeered by the Israeli occupying forces. Thank you for the donation. Yes, I did see that. Stop attacking pedophiles. Yeah, we covered that. So, the Samud Flotilla was intercepted by the Israeli occupying forces. Greta Thunberg and all of the activists were kidnapped by the Israeli occupying forces. But beforehand, to try and threaten them or intimidate them, the IOF sprayed like shit water all over their the flotilla. And I'm not even kidding. It was like skunk water, or water mixed with fecal matter, some shit that smelled terrible. And then they started just, trying to, to scare the fuck out of them with giant boats that were barreling in their direction. But what we're seeing is there is massive global outroar. People are fucking pissed about this. So Israeli forces on Friday morning intercepted the final boat, the Marinette, from the global Samud flotilla. And what we're seeing is thousands of people across the entire planet are erupting in protest over this. And this was promised by the Italians. The Italians said, if these people get fucking rounded up, we're going on strike. You know, the problem is in the United States of America, we don't really have unions, so there can't be union solidarity and a general strike. We could try, but it would never work in a nation like the U.S. where there's such anti-union shit coming in from the top down. But at least we have Europe going crazy, and I got a little bit of footage I want to show you. This is Paris. This is Edinburgh, Scotland. Again, Edinburgh. Rome.
Una mattina.
I fucking love the Romans.
New York.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Athens, Greece.
Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine.
All right, so listen, this was the point. This was the point. Do not fool yourself into thinking that the people on the Samud flotilla ever thought they were going to make it. Did they want to make it? Of course. Did they think they were going to make it? Fuck no. This was the point. All eyes on the Samud flotilla was for this. The outrage, the striking, the letting your representatives know that just because you don't give a fuck doesn't mean we don't give a fuck. And when we give a fuck, we stop the machine. You know what you are? You're a cog. You're a cog in the great machine. And when we stop, the machine stops. That's what the fuck this is. Now, here's the thing. Like I said earlier, at least in Europe, they have far better union representation. They're capable of actually making some sort of progress, which is why the Italians sent the boat in the first place, because the union said they were going to go on strike if they got hurt. But listen, this was a lose-lose situation for Israel. Either they stopped the flotilla and shit like this happened, which would weaken their public image, or the flotilla got there and we got to see footage of the starving Palestinians receiving aid from activists while Israel's doing nothing. It was a lose-lose sitch off the rippity-bo-bippity. All right? And then there was one last thing I wanted to cover, which is something very scary that I don't know if it's fucking real or not, but there's an immigration lawyer, law professor named Charles Cuck. Stop laughing. Stop fucking laughing. That's his goddamn name. Fuck you. And he posted this. There is a darkness and evil that is taking over ICE, led by the Dark Lord Miller. ICE is launching a nationwide operation today, Friday, October 3rd, reportedly named Freaky Friday, that will target unaccompanied children aged 14 and older of all nationalities. Here's what we know. 1. Children detained and released will be sent a threat letter from ICE threatening indefinite detention and immediate transfer to ICE upon age out if they do not waive jurisdiction under the TVPRA and withdraw applications for relief, including withdrawing their request for admission with EOIR. Children will be offered $2,500 to return to their countries of origin. If children do not comply with this offer, the letter indicates that their parents or family living in the U.S. will be arrested. ICE plans to detain all age outs, and they anticipate legal challenges. It is possible that the age threshold for this letter may be lowered to 10 years old and older. ICE will first target detained children, but will then also target children released from custody. Consider advising children out of custody of the possibility of receiving a letter. Know your rights, file forms, and if a child receives this letter, make sure that they know what to do. Make sure they know how to get counsel. And they dare say, stop calling us fascists. I did see someone in the chat say Halloween is canceled, protect the children. Nah, literally, though. No, I'm not even kidding, though. Yeah. If I had a child, ain't no fucking shot in hell I'm going to allow them to go out on Halloween without me. Not this year. And I guarantee you, motherfuckers are going to be dressed up as ICE for Halloween. Some of the cruelest people you know are going to dress up as ICE for Halloween. This is a year where you're going to see Ku Klux Klan and ICE. Like, this is like a regression Halloween, guaranteed. This is going to be a very regressive Halloween. Did you see that Trump's pastor for the White House pled guilty to rape? Yeah, I mean, so did Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been held civilly liable for raping E. Jean Carroll. The fuck do you mean, dude? Birds of a feather, they flock together. Anyway, this was a long video. So if you're still watching this on YouTube, pre-recorded, thank you so much for staying this long. You're a brave warrior. If you're watching this live, you stay. We're going to keep going and make a thumbnail. And one last favor. Do me this favor. Click that video right over there. It's a banger.
And I know bangers.
All right, that was a fucking long one, but it was also a banger. It was also a banger. It was also a banger. All right, so this is a long video. I really don't even know what to do the thumbnail on. What should the thumbnail be? What should the thumbnail be? Maybe Trump University or some shit. Hi, Weenie. Hi. No, blue shirt guy was nowhere near that important for this video. I really don't know what to do. Ooh, the Grim Reaper. Yeah. I can take a screenshot from that thing. Hold on. Russ Vought Grim Reaper. Yeah, I can just take this because it's AI generated slop. Episode 255. I don't know if this is confirmed, but they want to drop radioactive water in the Hudson. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I was going to say no shot, and then I realized, yeah, that sounds about right. Right? Chris, you are a great actor. Holy shit. Thanks. I'm not acting right now. Thanks, though.
Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine.
Oh, my back hurts so fucking much right now, dude. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna lose my shit. RFK will swim in the Hudson, brother. I see people swimming in the Hudson every single day, bro. Every single day. That's the Hudson down there. I see that shit every day. How do you think the Spanish government is going to react now that a government official is kidnapped? Probably not react at all, considering Israel is the one doing it. I don't see them just allowing this. Oh, I pity you guys sometimes. Because I do. I see them doing nothing. I see them literally doing fucking nothing. Hello from Rochester, New York. How you doing, Rochester? How you doing? Hey, how you doing, Rochester? You son of a bitch.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Literal dead babies on my feed and no one's doing shit. Yep. I do what I can. And I don't have... Man, I ain't no fucking elected official, but what I do is be loud. So, I be loud. All right. Anyone else lagging? Yeah. You guys are fucking redistributing my frames to the proletariat. All right, so no, it's Mossad. No, Mossad gives me acne. They don't steal my frames. I know, dude, I'm not stupid. I know you guys are the ones taking my fucking frames. I'm gonna start streaming. What do you use, Chris? You don't want to use what I use, bro. I'm on a fucking dog shit yoga laptop, a $30 Logitech camera, but I do have a really nice microphone. It's a Focusrite Scarlett Shure microphone. However, I am getting my new computer finally. Because my birthday's soon. Are you a communist? No, I'm a socialist.
Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine.
Trump posted this. Okay. What do you think will happen on October 6th? Other than me celebrating my birthday? I don't know. All right, so we've got Trump posted this, and then also... What do I use? OBS. Right? No, never mind. Sorry, I use Streamlabs. All right, so Trump posted this, and then this one will be... the end is nigh. Your birthday's on October 6th? Yes. I'm also spreading your influence into the Hassan sphere, Chris. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Listen, guys, at the end of the day, I'll tell you this much. Hassan Piker and Kyle Kalinske are my number 1 and number 2 inspirations. They have created me. And then number 3 is George motherfucking Carlin, baby. Oh, wait. This didn't fill up the whole screen. I'm such a stupid bastard. This didn't fill up the whole screen. I have to resave this. There's that one. Gonna be growth 2. And this is gonna say Trump posted this. And this will be growth 3. Luke Beasley and Adam Mockler get an honorable mention? Yes, but they're not my inspirations. Those kids are younger than me, dog. Give me back my fucking frames. I just got here. Hi, Alice. All right, we're going to lose a little bit of frames here while I upload this video. Okay. Oh my God, my back hurts so fucking much. Holy fucking shit. All right, A/B testing, thumbnail only. Have you covered the funding bill Republicans just denied? No. Sorry. Growth 3 and growth 4. No, it's growth 3 and 2. There we go. All right, the title will be MAGA DEI. All right, no, hold on. Trump makes colleges sign oath of obedience. How do you spell obedience? Thank you for the $20 donation. Would you consider making a short film video about Candace and Tucker making so much sense all of a sudden? No, I wouldn't. Obedience. Okay. Thank you for the $20 though. I don't shine lights on fucking rats, especially Ku Klux Klandis Owens. Tucker, I'll give him a little bit, but Tucker is responsible for the mental illness of every boomer. All right, so, yeah, I went to college to study history and acting, fucknut. Trump makes colleges sign oath of obedience. Samud flotilla intercepted Trump posts or Trump fires, not Trump gives U.S. to Russ Vought. Or no, Russ Vought takes over. How are you doing? Mrs. Winge. Okay. All right, so what do we cover in the video? Nazi in Washington, or Nazi gets bodied by by students. Trump does MAGA DEI. Gaza is dying. Trump posts AI slop. Putin is a paper tiger. And Freaky Friday is here. All right. Yeah, statistically, one of you is a fucking clanker. All right. Yes, I want ads. Thank you for the $50 donation. I'm just shocked C and P crew are now on FYP across the board all of a sudden. Who's C&P crew? The points in the viral videos are shockingly agree. Oh, my bad. I've never watched them before, but now I'm worried that I'm agreeing with their views. Did I get pipelined? No, dude. They're agreeing with your views. You're not suddenly agreeing with Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. They are finally agreeing with you. They made it to your level. It's no. Thank you for the $50 though, but no, bro. They are coming to your side of the table. You're not falling to theirs. What you do is you see the video that you see of Candace and Tucker saying something you agree with, and you go, that's cool. And then you never watch their shows. You never watch their shows because they are responsible for all of this shit. You don't just fucking forgive them. No! Hey. Thank you for the $50, though. I really do appreciate that. All right, let's make sure this started properly. All right, I'm going to have to do a quick little tweak. But publish.
Mod fight, mod fight, mod fight.
Big burp. Trim and cut. Colleges have to do MAGA. Chicago's getting fucking bad now. All right, 413, new cut. Thank you for the $10. $100 donation. Damn it, I need a Chris V hotline to Sandy to check this stuff moving forward. You rock, man. Thank you so much for the $100 donation. I really do appreciate that. Fuck yeah. Can we get some W Kittles in the chat? Can we get some W Kittles in the chat? Thank you. Colleges have to do MAGA DEI now. If save, I acknowledge, confirm. Okay, that's uploaded. Let me make an ad for that video. Okay. So colleges are doing MAGA DEI now. They have to sign this contract that says that they will adopt conservative policies moving forward. A lot of universities just got this letter from the Trump regime. Also, the end of Gaza is upon us. The Israelis seized the entire fucking Sumud flotilla and kidnapped all of the activists on board. There are mass protests across the entire planet. There's protests in Paris, in Athens, in New York, in Los Angeles, in Chicago, in fucking Edinburgh, Scotland. They're fucking everywhere. People are in a mass uprest over this, which is good. Putin kind of called Trump and NATO a baby back bitch because he doesn't like being called a paper tiger, which is what Zelensky convinced Trump to call him. There's so much more. Trump started posting AI-generated slop of Russ Vought as the Grim Reaper firing every federal worker. Just so much. It's all on YouTube. Go to the most recent YouTube video, Valenti Videos. You're going to see the entire thing. Deep dive. It's great. Go there. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships, Kittles. Jesus Christ, you're sending me everything. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you. Massive W's. Massive W's. New YouTube video covering all of this. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Valenti, if Jack and I streamed Helldivers, would you special guest? Yes. Yeah. I've told you guys, Valenti Simp is live. Dude, you're a goat. You're a goat, bro. This is sick. He's live advertising me being live. Oh, yeah. Thanks, bro. That's pretty sick. But yeah, dude, yeah, you guys stream it and I'll be a guest. That's my old thing. I've told you guys a million times. I just don't want streaming to become I don't want my video games are my escape. I don't want that to be a part of my career, even though I can make so much fucking money streaming. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm unironically one of those. I will be streaming video games every once in a while, but I'm not gonna fucking take it seriously. You know what I mean? I don't want to take that seriously at all. I don't want to take that seriously. Holy fucking shit. Thank you for the 50 gifted subs, Kittles. Holy fucking shit.
Una mattina mi sono alzato, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato invasor. Oh partigiano, portami via. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morir.
Massive W's. Holy fucking shit. The stream is lagging. That could be because of the fucking nuclear bomb that just went off in the Hudson. Holy shit, there's more money coming in from Hamas and Qatar! Holy fucking shit, I can't fucking say that too loud. Thank you for the extra $50 there. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Wow, now I really do got no excuse other than I really do got to get the computer, don't I? Oh, shit. Yeah, what do you do for work, Kittles? Make bombs? Like... You know what's hilarious is my mods think they're going to get a bonus because of this, and they're not. Oh, Jesus. I really do appreciate that, though. Like, I can't tell you guys a million times. I don't have any sponsors. I don't have any advertisers. I don't have any government funding. So, every dollar I get goes into funding this operation. So I really do appreciate that very, very much. Thank you very much. Stream you putting together your new computer? Bro, I'm going to like fucking lose my mind when I'm doing that. Why are you socialist over communist? I believe communism is an end goal. We're not there yet. I believe that I will be communist. Well, actually, I don't actually think I will live to witness the communist utopia that is inevitable. That I genuinely think is going to take a lot longer than my lifetime. But somebody's going to be a communist one day. China going to take us over? Nah. Nah. Not while I'm still kicking it. No shot. I did see Cruz say that we should stop attacking pedophiles. I saw that, bro. We covered it in a recent video. What difficulty do you play on Helldivers? Super Helldive. Dude, that loyalist thing just keeps on fucking flying. 20 bucks from Tech Priest Corey. Have some more. Never stop yelling. You're getting the subs and the money because you're being authentically you, and there's very few like you. 07. Thank you, guys. You guys are going to make me fucking cry. Y'all need to chill the fuck out. Too often in this world, people are propped up for having terrible beliefs. So it does feel strange to see... What the fuck is this? Did you make that? Nelson, did you make that, you son of a bitch? Too often in this world, people are propped up. There's like scumbag pieces of shit out there like Aiden Ross and Sneeko and Andrew Tate and Charlie Kirk. And they get propped up for being terrible people, which then teaches the youth, Donald Trump too, teaches the youth, hey, so if I'm like that guy, I'll be successful. And that guy is a piece of shit. And it is nice to see... I'm calling myself a good person right now. That's so narcissistic. But it is nice to see what I would consider a good person being bolstered up by the people so that the youth have someone better to look up to. Listen, I ain't somebody to look up to, but I'd rather you looked up to me than fucking Charlie Kirk or King Doland or Andrew Tate, you know? I don't believe there are good men. I disagree. I disagree with that chatter. I do believe there are good men and women out there. Keep on keeping on, hombre. You're fighting the necessary fight. Thank you, Kane. I appreciate you guys. Really do. I really do. All right, why don't we close this out with some feel-good shit. Some 7-year-old Valenti videos content from before I had clout. Yeah? That's how we've been closing it lately. I feel like that's a good way to close it. Let's go. Valenti videos. When do you get your silver placard? You can't see it because of the loyalist banner, but it's right there, brother. I got it today. I got it today. 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 Thanks for the $2 for the transgender fund. Yep. Trans for everyone. All right. Let's get you guys a couple of a video or two to close out on. Can we get a close-up? You can see a close-up on my Instagram and on my TikTok. Thank you for the $10. You're going with Linux for your new PC? I think I'm going with Alienware. I'm not too sure though. $100 dono. Congratulations on 100K. Thank you for the $100, Potter. Holy fuck, W Potter. Jesus Christ, you guys are going fucking crazy today. You guys are going fucking crazy. Holy shit. What is this? Alienware is a gimmick? Alienware is a gimmick? Guys, I don't know anything about computers, bro. I'm just going with what people recommend me.
Get wrecked.
Dude, I almost just said the exact same fucking thing that I said 7 years ago.
Get wrecked.
Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. Thank you for the $10. Whoever recommended you Alienware may be trolling you. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I'll talk to Avi. He knows more about it than I do. Get fucked. All right, we'll watch one more, and then I'm going to end the stream. Luigi, shush. She's about to bork. She's about to go borking crazy. For the $5, look up Clutch Computers. I had a crazy PC that'll help. I got an AK PC from them, and they went crazy. I'll look it up. I mean, I'm going to buy them my computer this weekend. But what is this? This is an absolute nail-biting victory royale. Let's see if it was actually a nail-biter. I play on Combat Pro. Let me turn off the camera so you can see this, bro. You can see on the bottom right of the screen. It's gonna blow your fucking mind, bro. Blow your fucking mind. Watch me swapping the builds. Watch me swapping the builds. Right here. You can also hear all the clacking of my controller. Bodied.
Reload.
Malenti just said, reload. No! I just went, no!
He's just gonna die from the circle.
Unless I do.
Holy shit.
Got him.
That's how you fucking do it.
Hell fucking yeah. It's my first day in the live chat. Hi, Corey. What time do you go live? So, I go live Monday through Friday for at least 2 hours, usually before 12 o'clock noon. I usually go live at around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard or 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, around that time, and I'm live for an hour or two. Sometimes I have to go live later in the afternoon because my plans change, right? And then on Saturdays I release just a VOD, and then I try to take Sundays off. If you ever see me go live on a Sunday, it means nukes are falling. All right, guys. I'm gonna end the stream. My back hurts so much, dude. I threw my fucking back out so hard doing deadlifts, and I need to go rest. This shit hurts like fucking crazy. Gonna be live for the B-Day, right? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna go live for my birthday. It's on a Monday. All right, guys. You have a good day. Thank you very much for all of the money. I love you. Thanks for the subs, and thanks for the silver play button. Thanks, guys. Kittles just let you know he has no idea what those words mean. Which words? What did Kittles say before I go? Valenti, if you're near the Brooklyn Micro Center and you don't want to build a PC, you should just go there to pick one up the way. If it's something silly, we can tell you, and it's an easy return. I am not near Brooklyn. I'm sorry. But I'll figure it out, guys. I have a producer for this reason. And he's Indian. I'm so sorry, Avi. I couldn't help myself. That was so fucked up. But he's gonna help me get a good computer. I should end the stream. I should probably end the stream. Yeah, I should probably end the stream. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye. You're still fucking here? What are you doing? What are you doing?